You know, this team has never quit. We've played through some tough times, but we've never quit.
Die EuroLeague-Saison ist verrückt. In jeder anderen Saison wären wir wahrscheinlich direkt in den Playoffs gewesen mit der Leistung der Mannschaft.
We did a lot of unexpected. A lot of people counted us towards the bottom, but we kind of worked our way towards the top at times.
It's embarrassment out there watching you guys play. We don't battle, we lose every fucking rebound situation. It's embarrassing, for fuck's sake. And we can't even fucking run a play down there.
Wasn't happy with our attitude. Wasn't happy with our team play. We played like this, individuals, out on the floor. And not as a team, and this is what happens. Our actions did not show that we wanted to win. You know, there's two things that piss me off: effort and team play. And both were missing at different times in the game. You know, this is a game you might look back on at the end of the season and say, we missed out. I used to be loud all the time and pretty abrasive. I am brutally honest, or I try to be as much as possible, but I try to do it in a different way nowadays. You know, it bothers me when we have to coach effort, when we have to coach team play. You know, if we have to coach effort, we're in trouble. There are some times where we blame others and we make excuses and we look out the window, so to speak, when we should be looking in the mirror.
He has every right to feel the way that he felt at that moment. I think we kind of played a little lackadaisical. We weren't ourselves, so I guess he just didn't know what had gotten into us to make us play the way that we were playing. And so it's understandable coming from a coach perspective. You see your guys and you know what they're capable of doing, and then they go out there in the court and it's like, who are these guys at that point? So it's like, it's definitely understandable from his side. My first time ever, I think, as far as I can remember, experiencing something like that professionally.
Everybody's in a circle, everybody can see everybody, so to speak. It's not one guy standing in front.
I think it's nice. It builds character. It builds the team bonding as well, where we have it's just us. And we can say whatever we want to say and let it all out so we can understand one another.
Es ist wie in jeder guten Beziehung, Kommunikation ist key. Und das ist auch bei uns jetzt der Fall gewesen.
Ich weiß, dass ich von Natur nicht so jemand bin, der super extrovertiert ist und immer unglaublich Spaß daran hat, die Klappe aufzureißen. Aber ich finde es wichtig, dass man sich trotzdem austauscht, dass man trotzdem auch seine Meinung sagt, gerade wenn Sachen einem ans Herzen gehen. Und dann ist es wichtig, dass man die nicht bei sich lässt, sondern auch in so einer Mannschaft, wo man sich wirklich gut versteht, dass die ausgesprochen werden, dass es auch mal Konflikte gibt. Wenn du so eine Sache mitschleppst, dann ist es nichts Gutes. Sondern du musst so eine Sache aussprechen, du musst so eine Sache ansprechen. Ich mache das auch, wenn ich denke, es ist die richtige Situation oder auch wenn es davon einen Nutzen gibt.
When somebody's not saying something that he feels that needs to be said, he's not afraid to make that first step and speak up and be that vocal leader for us.
Das war so ein bisschen unser Deal, als wir ins Ausland gegangen sind. Das heißt, wenn wir ins Ausland gehen, dass wir uns dann einen Hund anschaffen.
This was the deal.
Er hat schon länger gearbeitet dafür.
It's a good combination of where I'm from in the US, which is a small town, just lots of nature, and he's from Berlin. So here is kind of like a mix of city and forest and water.
Wir sind viel an den Tagen dann irgendwie in Bergen und das merkt man schon, das ist so ein Luxus, dass du wie aus der Stadt kannst und wie in der Natur bist. Wie macht ihr noch für die Episode?
Wir treffen uns morgen mit Nick. Wir wollten eigentlich Golf spielen gehen, aber ich war mir nicht sicher. So, jetzt gehen wir Minigolf spielen.
Ah, okay.
Nick, Indoor Minigolf.
Ja.
Spielst du auch Golf?
Wir haben, wann haben wir angefangen? Wir haben während Corona angefangen.
Yeah. In Magdeburg, we have the certificate.
Das ist auch wieder so ein typisch deutsches Ding, was Aaron nicht,
Oh God.
auch nicht verstanden hat. Warte mal ganz kurz, wie du brauchst,
Yeah.
du brauchst eine Ausbildung, ein Zertifikat zum Golfspielen.
Yeah. I'm pretty much used to everything. I still do a lot more of like the US small talk, I think, when I meet people. But I've actually grown to love kind of just getting to the point. But that was, I think, the toughest thing for me at first. And lots of rules. You have to wait for the ample man.
Das stimmt.
Yeah.
Das stimmt.
In the past, I was teaching in Berlin and also teaching in Kaunas. And now I'm trying to get up to get my German to a level where I can actually use my degrees and do something similar here in Germany that I did in the US. I primarily worked with autistic kids or children that had different learning disabilities. We utilized a bunch of different tools and tactics to kind of help them engage with their environment in a better way, to calm their nervous system down, and ultimately it really changed their whole lives. So I really loved it. And yeah, I'm hoping to continue that here.
Also am Ende des Tages sind wir irgendwie auf eine Art und Weise, wir sind auch so ein bisschen Entertainer, muss man am Ende des Tages sagen. Also Leute kommen in die Hallen und wir wollen eine gute Zeit haben, wollen anfeuern. Was Aaron in der Vergangenheit gemacht hat, ja, kann den Leuten halt auch komplett helfen. Das war schön zu sehen.
I'd say in basketball, he's much more, he's sehr organisiert and very bop, you know. Yeah, but you know, obviously passion is there on both sides. But I think he does a very good job of separating home life and work life. He's got his stuff that he does at work, at basketball, and then he comes home and he's Nielsy.
Es hat ein bisschen gedauert, glaube ich auch.
Yeah.
It wasn't always like this.
No, in the beginning, yeah, definitely
Auf jeden
not
Fall
like this.
nicht.
I think with experience it's changed.
Ich glaube, Aaron ist super wichtig, ist ein riesen Familienmensch.
Ja.
So ist sehr bedacht darauf, auch dass es anderen Leuten gut geht. Ne?
Niels likes to make himself laugh a lot. I think he finds a lot of humor in everything, you know? I like this a lot. And he's actually a really talented artist, so you see this side of him as well, which I love to watch. Yeah, brush it up.
Kommt auch manchmal raus.
Yeah. They planted it.
Yeah. Also so the plant.
You know? Ellie, come. Yeah, okay. Have you already spoken with Dennis for Yeah, we met at university. We were 19 years old. Yeah, 19. Yeah, we met at a frat party in college. So, yeah.
So eine Jersey Party.
Genau, everyone wearing some sports jerseys. It was a theme party. Yeah, he was tall. I liked that very much. So, but we got to talking. His accent was much thicker back then.
Die Entscheidung, dahin zu gehen, war, glaube ich, schon mit einer der besten, die ich jemals gemacht habe. Du warst einfach mal weg. Du warst am anderen Ende der Welt und auch komplett auf dich selbst gestellt und es hat mir super viel gegeben. Ich glaube, in Berlin war ich immer mit viel Familie, mit vielen Freunden und schon in einer richtig guten so Komfortzone, die ich auch geliebt habe, aber dieser Schritt dann irgendwie ans College, das war cool, es war extrem hart. Ne? That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Wow. Ich habe so ein bisschen gehadert damit, nach München zu kommen, auf jeden Fall. Weil ich mich halt riesig mit Berlin identifiziert habe und irgendwann stand aber auch die Frage im Raum so, A, was sind die Optionen und B, was willst du noch machen? Was willst du noch ein bisschen sportlich erreichen? Und hier wurde halt echt klar gesagt, so, okay, wir haben riesen Ambitionen. Und es ist cool zu sehen, dass sich das jetzt gerade ein bisschen mehr und mehr in die Realität umsetzt. Ne? Und also ist schon noch eine Chance, dass man mal auf so einen Final Four schielt. Hätte ich schon Bock drauf.
I mean, obviously, very proud. I think even not just talking with family and friends, but the way that people discussed it changing basketball for Germany, you know, I think Europe is such a huge football, soccer area, but I think that actually really flipped the switch on basketball becoming a much more prominent sport around here, which that's incredible. Like that's really so incredible. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, of course they won. Of course that was the next thing. That team is so special that they won with. All those guys, you know, Andy, Izzy, Johannes, all of them, they've been close forever. I've met them since I moved to Berlin, and they just have a really unique bond. So I really couldn't be prouder. So.
Wir haben halt auch drüber gesprochen, ne? So, was soll denn jetzt noch kommen? So, du kannst noch mal eine Europameisterschaft spielen, das ist ja die Realität. So, nächsten Sommer ist eine Europameisterschaft, du kannst noch mal die Fenster spielen und es wäre auch immer eine Ehre. Aber es ist auch schön, in andere Teile deines Lebens ein bisschen Zeit zu investieren. Ne? Dann haben wir Zeit, der Sommer ist mal frei, du kannst den Sommer auch mal planen.
Ja,
das ist krass.
Das ist crazy.
Das ist echt ein riesen Unterschied, dass du jetzt einfach im Januar sagen kannst, Mensch, wir machen das im Juli. Oder normalerweise mit der Nationalmannschaft hast du ja irgendwie einen Plan 2 Monate vorher bekommen und der kann sich auch noch mal ändern. Und das ist ein riesen Sacrifice, den du da jeden Sommer gibst. Deshalb größten Respekt an alle, die es machen. Aber für mich und auch, glaube ich, so für uns war es einfach ein super Moment zu sagen, hey, lass Paris noch mal komplett genießen. Meine Familie war auch viel dabei, meine Eltern, mein bester Kumpel. Das haben wir noch mal richtig genossen als letztes Highlight. Und jetzt ist es einfach schön, noch so diese freien Tage zu haben und ein bisschen Urlaub ganz im Voraus schon zu sehen.
Niels, wenn er fehlt, dann merkst du sofort, da fehlt eine Persönlichkeit. Die Verhandlungen mit Niels waren 5 Minuten. Das war überhaupt nicht die Frage, ob wir eine Einigung finden. Daher kann sich der Verein wirklich glücklich schätzen, dass so eine Persönlichkeit mindestens noch 2 Jahre bei uns bleibt.
Look at this. Fucking ahead of you.
No problem. Switch. He comes, this guy stays high. Hey, if he goes up, we reject it. We stay with him. They use the screen, we switch. We got a big there. Now they come up with a little. All right?
So tomorrow we show them too?
Yeah, tomorrow tomorrow, to begin with, we show them those 2 plays.
No, stop. You gotta come through the middle. No, hey, he's got 3 options. He's got side, middle, back. All right, it's right here. You're upside, just up. You gotta be on this side of the half court. You'll be fine. We get it. Go on. Cut. Good.
We kind of came together after that loss against Bologna. We knew we needed to win a couple games to even be in a good position for the last final stretch of the season.
You want to stay in the run for the playoffs, come on.
Lucic and Giffey coming back really helped us. They gave us a different dimension that we were missing without them. And I just thought we made some really good steps playing better basketball. We were playing Berlin at home. We had a tough schedule. My initial thought 2 days before the game was I was going to rest Evan. That was my gut feeling. And then, we played them.
Well, it was a German league game against Berlin. I went to make a move, ended up slipping on the sticker. It was an unfortunate situation, and when it happened, I thought it was season-ending injury. I didn't know how to feel at that moment, but it was a lot of emotions running through my head. Myself being at this age that I'm at, I didn't know how I was going to be recovering from that injury. I didn't even know what kind of injury it was, but I knew it wasn't good.
Devin's just a tremendous human being, great family man, really well respected, easygoing. Obviously, it was pretty devastating, the injury.
With some missing pieces, you have to find other pieces that kind of can glue, and you can kind of adapt to that situation. And our team learned to adapt, and they learned rather quickly.
Harris and Brankovic really stepped up. The opportunity came for them, and they took advantage of it.
Es war klar, wir müssen uns zusammenraufen. Der hat bis dato eine sensationelle Saison gespielt, eine ganz wichtige Säule bei uns in der Mannschaft. Und sowas ist natürlich schwer zu kompensieren, gerade individuell. Aber als Mannschaft, glaube ich, haben wir das sehr gut getan. Und da war auch für mich klar, dass mit meinen steigenden Minuten ich versuchen muss, produktiv zu sein und die Dinge abzurufen, die ich leisten kann.
Wo Elias einfach reingekommen ist, Energie hatte, mit dem Rücken zum Korb gespielt hat. Das macht er so krass. Danko hat extrem gut gespielt und die haben das fast komplett aufgefangen. Das war eine sehr, sehr gute Phase, hatten einen guten Rhythmus und es war wichtig, dass wir da nicht einknicken.
Hey, 3 games in 5 days. Hey, great job. Great job.
Easy.
We play a lot better without number 31.
A lot of torture. Rehabilitation is, I don't think people understand the process that goes into that. Just coming in the gym, getting basically in the weight room almost every day, going to see the physios to have muscles released that you just built in the weight room. It's a long process, and it's a lot of work, and I don't want to go through that again. But they got me back healthy, so I can't complain. I knew it was going to take a lot of serious attention and mentality, a lot of strong mental state in order to return, and I did whatever it took. I just wanted to get back out there with the fellas and just try to win again.
Our compete level playing together was outstanding. Yeah, it was outstanding. All right, great job, great work ethic.
Let's go, boys. You're almost there. Come on.
That's the time you need to sit down now. That's true. Shall I finish it off one more time? I just finish it off one more time. Yeah, got it. Oh, would have been too good. Jesus, danke. So, get it.
Bayern gegen Baskonia. Ganz, ganz wichtiges Spiel für die Bayern im EuroLeague-Endspurt. Pablo Laso schlägt die Bayern und das sehr, sehr deutlich mit 112-89.
You know, I don't tell the players this, but if we're going to lose, sometimes it's better to lose by 30 than losing by 6 or 7. You learn more from it, and you get embarrassed by it.
Und dann am Dienstag muss man in Barcelona antreten. Es sind nur noch 4 Spiele in der EuroLeague.
Immer nach diesen Nackenschlägen, die offensichtlich auch für die Öffentlichkeit so schlimm aussehen, hat Mannschaft immer eine Lösung gefunden.
War eine sehr emotionale Woche. Wir wissen um die Wichtigkeit jedes einzelnen Spieles und gerade das Barcelona-Spiel war natürlich extrem wichtig. Auch sauschwer in Barcelona zu gewinnen. Eine Mannschaft mit extrem viel Talent.
We knew that they were going to give us their best fight because they also needed to win as bad as we did. But I think they made a push early on and we stuck together in games where maybe we didn't previously. We stuck together until the fourth quarter and made a push in the final 3 or 4 minutes and came out on top.
Hello, chamaco!
Chamaquinho.
I never realized how much I don't like cameras until right now.
Yeah, but the camera's not even rolling.
Yes, it is. That's what they always say, and then you watch it, and all the bad stuff is in there. None of the good stuff.
Yeah, we had Lucha singing kids songs.
But that's just normal Lucha. He does that in the locker room too. I haven't golfed in a long time. 2 years now.
I thought this is like your free time.
Oh, it is. But last summer we had 1 week until the Olympics preparation started. And then after the Olympics, I had basically 1 week until I came back to Munich. So, you know, Munich weather isn't the good golfing weather. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Easy. Don't laugh. In the summer, you know, not too much stress on the body for guys like me who play a couple times a week. And I started in college with one of my best friends, and I think just going on from there, I kind of fell in love with how peaceful, how quiet it is. And you know, when you play with your friends, it's always a good laugh when both of you aren't good. So it's kind of a stress relief. Oh no, walk of shame to the, when you miss. Kind of made it a priority for me and my wife kind of talk about it is once we leave the gym, there's no basketball talk. Everything is about just life and how everything is going. And you know, maybe we'll talk about the TV show that we're watching or things like that. When I was first starting out professional basketball, I think it was a lot tougher than what it is now. Now that kind of I have a kid, and you know, it just really made me think about life in a different way. Kind of, you know, have a different purpose in life than just living for myself and, you know, trying to make a name for myself. It's to provide a better future for my son now and you know, whatever is to come. We're not gonna cheat you can't cheat the game. We're gonna play a little pool, watch the cameras. Something that's kind of made me who I am is always trying to make the people around me better. You know, on the court, I like to pass the ball and, you know, get people in situations that's best for them.
He leads us in assists. He can score. Our best rebounding guard. You know, he's a multi-purpose guy. And it's not easy for him to run a team and be our best defensive player also.
Jemand, der wirklich wichtige Würfe nimmt, der ein wirklicher Point Guard geworden ist und der defensiv einfach eine absolute Bank ist. Ne?
There's nobody in the EuroLeague that Nick can't guard. For him to go out there and show every night that he can guard the best player, no matter who it is, and not back down from anyone, shows what type of defensive player that he is and his mentality when it comes to defense.
Not a lot of people take too much pride on the defensive end, and I think every team kind of needs that defensive person who, you know, doesn't mind taking the responsibility even if guys are making tough shots. Like Mike James, he's a guy who makes a lot of tough shots. You just got to make it tough for him. I've always taken pride in that, and I think this year has just been another level that I've kind of had to take that responsibility.
Nick ist ein sehr sensibler Spieler, ähnlich wie Devin. Solche Spieler müssen wissen, dass immer eine Tür offen ist, wenn es irgendwas gibt. Kann mal ich sein, manchmal ist es der Trainer oder der Sportdirektor. Aber Nick ist mittlerweile ein Bayern München-Spieler, so wie es Andi ist oder so wie es Niels Giffey ist oder Lucic oder wie es Djedovic war und Steffen Hamann war und so weiter. Also eine ganz besondere Persönlichkeit.
To have a guy like Marco that's easy to talk to, that's always kind of available for us players, is not something that's maybe as common. He's always, going to take it and listen and help you out in the best he can. And I think my family for sure has a great relationship with Marco, outside of just as a basketball player to a CEO. I think that's the kind of beauty of him as a person. Just try to hit it that way. But like Johannes said, that wouldn't be fun. Wouldn't be good content. It's for the content. Oh. That's supposed to go in the hole. In the loch. Oh, shit. Gotta quit speaking German. See, that would have been a good way to end it. Hole in one. Not quite.
I couldn't wait till the first game to be back with the guys, to be back with the team, coaching staff, everybody in general. And I felt like I was ready for that game. It's coming down to the wire, so why not choose this game to come back? I feel pretty good. I'm not 100%, but I feel pretty good, like good enough to actually help my team out. So I went in that trip with high hopes, high expectations.
A lot of people around us are calculating this way and this way and that. What can we control? What we do with us. That's what we can control. We can't control the other stuff. And we put ourselves in a position where we can control our own destiny, where we want to be.
Das Maccabi-Spiel, ne? Das wäre unsere Chance gewesen, uns da direkter zu qualifizieren. Und das wäre auch die realistischste Situation, glaube ich, gewesen.
Ein Sieg heute ist durchaus Pflicht, wenn man dieses Play-in-Turnier umgehen will. Bunker, nix Rusty, gar nix Rusty. Das dritte Viertel, es trägt einen Namen, Carson Edwards. 8 Dreier von Carson Edwards und sie gehen einen großen Schritt in Richtung Sieg und dementsprechend wäre es der nächste fette Schritt in Richtung Playoff-Qualifikation. Und was ein Downer für die Bayern. Wow, 77:61 hatten sie geführt. Und diese 16-Punkte-Führung haben sie komplett abgegeben.
Ja, du gehst eigentlich mit einer breiten Brust rein. Ne? Eigentlich hatten wir Bock auf das Spiel und sind da wirklich von ausgegangen, dass wir eine Riesenchance auf einen guten Sieg haben. Und haben das in den letzten Minuten irgendwie weggegeben. Defensiv besonders. Das ist mega ärgerlich, Mann.
It was a must-win for us.
We started the regular season here with a good win against Madrid. And we're going to end it the same way tonight against Fenerbahce. Okay, same way. We got to come out, we got to fight, we got to play hard, we got to be together. Okay? Tough times might come in different situations. That's when we got to come together even more. All right? Let's go.
Final 3 for 3.
First quarter killed us. We dug ourselves a big hole, and it was hard to get out of that.
Statt rauszukommen und zu schwingen, haben wir Schläge kassiert.
We played passive, we played soft, and we didn't compete. It was a little bit like boys against men. Physically, we just got overwhelmed.
Wie wenn uns jemand Berührungsmittel gegeben hätte. Wir haben nur 5 Fouls gemacht in der ersten Halbzeit. Das ist ein Zeichen von weniger Aggressivität. Wir sind nicht zurückgelaufen, wir waren nicht bei der Sache. Und das hat mich wirklich, es hat mir für die Mannschaft leid getan.
No, let's go. It's only supposed to do benching, but last for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go. And you keep calm, come on.
Let's try to have more clarity in our
Huh?
place.
What?
More clarity in our place. Less free.
What to do?
It's a great shot.
Für Dramatik ist gesorgt. Fakt ist, nächsten Dienstag ist Play-in-Zeit mit dem FC Bayern.
Die EuroLeague-Saison ist verrückt. In jeder anderen Saison wären wir wahrscheinlich direkt in den Playoffs gewesen mit der Leistung der Mannschaft. Aber nichtsdestotrotz, dass wir jetzt nach dem 34. Spieltag immer noch im Spiel sind, ist ein großer Erfolg.
We got to learn from what's happened, and we got to move forward. We can't live in the past.
For the most part, we done what many thought we would not do. So it doesn't end here, and we still have something to show.
Und du kannst das Spiel auch verlieren, ne? Du kannst das Spiel verlieren, aber du kannst auch gewinnen.